President Biden and Senator Manchin discussed the stimulus package over a meal. Nancy Pelosi says the stimulus bill is 90% done and will wrap up this week, guaranteed. Fauci files show he is linked to some gruesome animal experiments, and SNL takes a shot at President Biden's mental health. All this and much, much more on today's update. Hello and welcome to today's October 25th daily news report, as well as ongoing stimulus package information video. If you're a subscribed member of my community, then welcome back. On this channel, I keep you up to date on what's going on in Washington, D.C., the U.S. economy, the next stimulus package, money, investing, and much, much more. All right, now don't forget to put your name in to the giveaway that Casey and I are doing. We're going to give away $10,000 spread out over 11 winners. It only takes about 20 seconds to sign up, and you can sign up each day. That will end in just a few days. So make sure to follow the link in the video description or the first pinned comment in order to try to be a winner of that money. By the way, thank you guys so much for giving these videos a like. I really, really appreciate it, and I love bringing you guys the news. All right, now over the weekend, Senator Joe Manchin was invited to spend time with President Biden at his home in Delaware. He goes home just about every weekend because he says he sleeps better in Delaware. The two of them shared a meal and discussed their differences between where they're at on the stimulus package focus and also on the stimulus package time frame and the price tag. Now, no great details came out about this meeting, but if I had to make a guess, I would say that President Biden pitched his plan and Joe Manchin countered with a smaller plan. Now, here's what we do know from the weekend, because it was shared with several different Democrat lawmakers to the press. Many of these Democrat lawmakers say they want to see the upcoming climate summit in Europe on November 1st be used as a great time frame to wrap up this stimulus package and the physical infrastructure deal. Now, many Democrats are saying we are losing program power and dollars every week that we allow these negotiations to drag out, while others are saying if our big push is green energy, then we need to wrap this deal up fast because we have the Green Energy Deal Climate Summit. And if we don't pass something, then the United States will look pretty silly not having some kind of big announcement. So many of these lawmakers are now shifting over to, let's not let the United States be embarrassed by not having some kind of big goal for green energy. Let's make this deal about green energy. Let's use the time frame of the Green Energy Summit to wrap this up, right? It's like the American people have been forgotten when it comes to these two spending bills. Now, for many of you that have followed me for a while, I've been telling you more and more that this is starting to look like a Green New Deal disguised as helping the American people package. Yet the Democrats seem to be cutting areas that would help the most vulnerable among us the most. So the people that need stimulus, that need social safety net programs, they're losing spending power or the help that they need in order to keep the green side of the package in the media. Okay. Now, maybe I'm wrong. I hope I am, but more and more, that's what I'm seeing. And you guys watch me because I bring you guys the truth. Now, over the weekend, President Biden again tried to share how his $3.5 trillion spending bill will cost $0. Nobody was buying it. And he just kept going on and on with his explanations that it would cost $0. But again, he wasn't making many friends because most of us know nothing is free, right? There's always a repercussion to anything that happens, right? Now, Senator Jeff Merkley said not passing the physical infrastructure bill in August is making Democrats look bad. Not being able to help those most in need is hurting Democrats' reputation. Here is a quote from his MSNBC interview. He said, It's hurting Biden. It's hurting the Democrats. It's undermining the vision of all the accomplishment we will have as being highly significant. The frustration is people's heads are blowing off, and they should be. So basically, he's saying, like, people are losing their mind over not getting these bills done and how little they're helping the American people. Then Senator Markley said something very revealing about his own party and their ability to help the American people while controlling the House of Representatives, the Senate, and the White House. He said, "I don't know if soap opera or nightmare soap opera is the right wording, but we're in big trouble right now with this extended, and we're getting nowhere with the negotiations." So he's becoming frustrated, saying, listen, our party's been saying we're going to do one thing, and now we're going in a different direction, and the people are noticing, right? So he's obviously upset with his party members and their inability to get Biden's agenda across the finish line. Senator Chris Murphy from Connecticut said, "This looks bad, really bad on us as we head into the 2022 election cycle." Now, why must everything be about votes and not about the voters? I mean, let me know in the comments. Do you feel like they just see you as a vote, or do they see you as a human, as a voter, as someone really behind the vote? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Senator Bernie Sanders, who is in charge of the stimulus package and the anti-American poverty movement, said he wants this deal done this week. Here's what he had to say. "Well, I think there is a growing understanding that the working family of this country want real change, that they have been quote unquote negotiations month after month after month, and now it's time to fish or cut bait." So I can sense his frustration, right? He's been at this for 40 years. They've been negotiating for months and months and months. And he's basically saying, listen, let's either get this across the finish line or cut bait and move on, right? Now, House Speaker Nancy Pelosi, she always remains optimistic, or maybe fake optimistic, but she said in her mind, this bill is 90% done. And she doesn't know why the media portrays her and this bill as not having more progress, but she says it will be done this week. Also, House Majority Leader Steny Hoyer said it will be done this week and voted on before Biden leaves for Europe. So he's also seeing this trip to Europe as a great deadline for the Democrats to focus on. Now, another area where the stimulus bill and the physical infrastructure bill are getting tied to elections has to do with Virginia and New Jersey getting new governors, right? The governor elections. Right now, the governor of New Jersey is a Democrat and he is in the lead, but many of his constituents are asking, what has your administration done for us other than lockdowns? Where is the help that you promised the people of New Jersey? So the governor is now putting pressure on Biden and fellow Democrats saying, listen, I need you to get this done or else I'm going to lose my votes. Same thing in Virginia, where things are neck and neck between the Democrat and the Republican. In fact, Democrat Terry McAuliffe, sorry, I'm not from Virginia, the Democrat gubernatorial candidate has asked President Biden not to come to Virginia. In fact, he told him to stay away. He said that his campaign won't be helped and that Biden's presidency is now a liability. And by not passing these two bills, it made him look bad. So instead, he wants former President Barack Obama to be the big headline for getting him voted in. And again, he's asked Biden to please stay out of Virginia. This is not what I expected, right? Now, my point is these bills are having a major effect all across the country by not passing when promised, and now looking more and more like they'll be watered down. Representative Ro Khanna said he can't go represent the United States in good faith if Biden can't get these two big bills passed. Now, I didn't know that the United States was an embarrassment if they didn't get these bills done. But I see what he's saying, right? He wants something to brag about, and he feels like, what do I really have to brag about at this point? So get these 2 bills done. All right, now once the bill is written, Speaker Pelosi said it will need to go through the House Tax Committee to see if it really brings in the new tax revenue to cover the cost of the bill. If it doesn't, then they will be in trouble for breaking their word, or they will have to further modify the bill in order to cover the cost. Now, Pelosi swears that the bill will be fully paid, and then she said, actually, it will be more than fully paid. So she's promising to pay for the entire bill through new tax revenue and to more than pay for the bill with more tax revenue. I guess we'll see, right? All right, now this weekend has been rough for movie star Alec Baldwin, who had a movie set gun shoot a real bullet out and kill somebody and injure someone else. Sadly, according to sources, those in charge of safety on set were more concerned whether people were wearing masks than if there was a real bullet in the real gun being used on set. The loss of this life is a total tragedy, and many directors in Hollywood are now saying we should be using fake guns, not real guns on set. The whistleblower against Facebook and Mark Zuckerberg recently told lawmakers in the United Kingdom, Facebook makes hate in the United States and the world worse. And they know it, but they refuse to make changes because they're worried about the valuation of their stock going down and losing ad revenue. So she's saying, from what she's seen, Facebook is now one of the number 1 spreaders of hate in the world. Kind of crazy. All right, I also read that many evidences are pointing towards Facebook being one of the main reasons behind the chaos that happened on January 6th with the Capitol breach. So more and more is going to come out about the role that Facebook played or didn't play by ignoring things on their platform. Sadly, many cities are now reporting their suicide and drug overdose deaths are outpacing COVID. These lockdowns and all that we've lived through over the last 19 months or so have taken a toll on people's mental health. So please, if you're having any struggles with your mental health, seek out family, seek out friends, seek out a professional. Don't do anything permanent, okay? I know we're going through hard times. Please, just seek out a family member or friend. Now, the CEO of the Children's Defense Fund said Democrat lawmakers are making a big mistake by negotiating with the child tax credit monthly checks. He said for many, those checks have been a godsend and a lifesaver, and now they might go away because you can't pull your party together when it comes to helping kids and parents raising kids. So he put them on blast pretty hard for talking about not renewing a program they see as a major success. I have to agree with the CEO. I think I don't get the kids' checks personally, but I see how they've been helping people in the community and the economy. And I sure hope they don't backtrack on that. I mean, this program just barely got into place. And now, not even 6 months later, they're thinking of yanking it out. All right, now, in the past few days, many gruesome parts of Dr. Fauci's job have come to life. You may or may not have seen this information, depending on where you get your news from. There were some news sites that refused to cover it while others went into very great details. Now, if you have kids around, you can stop this tape or just ask them to leave the room, because some of the stuff I'm going to share with you is pretty sickening. One of the experiments that Fauci funded came to light that he paid to have dogs, specifically cute little beagles, their bodies were locked in place, and then parts of their body, or mostly their head, were cut open and their brains were exposed so that different flies that eat flesh could be laid in their brains and in their bodies so that they could study how these flies eat animals. Pretty gross, right? The other experiment Fauci funded was little primate monkeys, cute little monkeys had their necks, they were chained in cages, and they would suck out different parts of their brain to monitor how these primates responded with different parts of their brain missing. If the monkey was too crazy or too hard to control, instead of vacuuming out parts of their brain, they would actually use tissue-eating acid on the monkey's brain. Again, the point was to destroy parts of the brain and then see how these little cute monkeys responded with missing parts of their brain. Just gruesome, disgusting stuff. I don't know why PETA isn't involved in that, but that came to light in the last couple of days since I did my last report and wanted to share that stuff with you. All right, now a new study shows that as many people as live in the highly populated city of Dallas, Texas, have illegally crossed the border this year. And the year's not over, right? October again saw a record number of illegal people crossing into the country. And as I let you know last week, the president of Mexico and other countries in Central America let the United States know that there are massive groups of migrants heading towards the southern border. So could be that many more people getting into the country. Saturday Night Live finally took their first crack at President Biden in a weekend skit, showing the president as struggling to speak and as someone losing their mental faculties. They also made fun of how the press babies President Biden and how his ratings are so low they might as well be in a dumpster fire. SNL certainly did not hold back, but they usually don't when it comes to American presidents. But this was the first time that they negatively attacked President Biden. All right, now let's end on some positive news. Down in Shreveport, Louisiana, one school had 23 fights break out in less than 4 days. So how's that good news, right? The students have been on high alert due to the masks, anxiety, being back in person learning. A group of dads decided kids shouldn't be tearing each other apart. So a group of parents called Dads on Duty have been taking turns showing up at the school to have a physical presence, high five kids, and remind them that they are amazing. Since starting that group and having a presence on the campus at the school, there hasn't been a single fist fight at the school. I just think that goes to show how important it is for parents to play an active role in the lives of their kids and also in the schooling of their kids. Anyway, just a positive story that I wanted to end on and share with you. Now, this is my update for today. As I know more, I will definitely come on and share more. I know a lot's been going on. I know there's been some good news and some disappointing news when it comes to the stimulus package. Many lawmakers are promising that this is the week. Whether you believe that or not, I'll leave that up to you, but that's what's in the news, and that's how I report things, is just based on what's in the news. Now, before you go, make sure to get your name in. I want you to be one of the people that wins the $10,000 in cash that Casey and I are giving away. One of you is going to win $5,000, some life-changing money, and 10 of you are going to win $500 for a total of $10,000. And we're able to do that because of generous sponsors on this channel. Anyway, before you go, I want to do something for free. I want to remind you that you are amazing, and maybe you could take a minute or two to remind someone you love today that they're amazing as well. Hey, I appreciate you being in my community, and I'll see you on the next video.